Inventory is still on the rise, but has it started to slow down? We saw the smallest change in overall inventory than we've seen in 13 weeks. Let's talk about that and more in this week's segment of Market Watch. Hi everyone, it's Joshua Barks, Associate Broker with Keller Williams Realty Boise and the Barks & Co. Real Estate team. As always, I appreciate you so much for staying tuned for these weekly updates. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that I know that you're finding these valuable. And we go over the Boise area housing market on a week-over-week basis. And then once a month, we go into our deep dives into the market dynamics. And if you missed last week's update, the link to that video is going to be in the description. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the numbers. School started on Monday for the Boise School District. And what did that do to our housing market? Well, inventory overall actually did still increase, but not by much. We might be reaching kind of a ceiling, at least right now, for our lull until after Labor Day is my guess, because we only have 778 active listings in Ada County compared to last week's 772. That's only 6 more homes overall. And ironically, the actual number of listings that hit the market week over week is also up by only 6. So we had 216 new listings hit the market in the last 7 days. And the week prior, we had 210 listings hit the market. It's kind of funny how that worked out because demand is snapping them up. It's still at a greater pace than what we're seeing come on the market. In fact, overall, the number of pending houses is 823 pending, and 223 went under contract in just the last 7 days. So we had 216 new listings come to market, and then 223 got taken off the market. So still greater demand than what we're seeing come up in supply. The 823 pending is compared to last week's 815 pending overall. So staying very consistent overall there as well. And then the number of home sales actually is up from last week as well. We had 198 close in the last 7 days, and last week we had 175. And then when we're talking about interest rates and what's going on there, they actually stayed pretty flat this week. They're at 2.86% for the 30-year fixed, according to Freddie Mac's mortgage research study that they do every week. And compared to last week, we had 2.87. So they are down a little bit, but really not much of a change there overall for interest rates. Now, when we're talking about what's going on in the housing market and seeing that inventory come up, but still not by enough, I do anticipate people are holding out until after Labor Day weekend because they're distracted with going back to school right now because it started on Monday. Can you believe it? I can't believe it's another new school year already, and the summer is basically gone. What we see every year, usually, apart from last year, of course, is our summer lull, and then it picks up a little bit again in the fall. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. And in the fall, when it picks up again, is usually right after Labor Day weekend or so. So if you're thinking about buying, selling in real estate right now or in the near future, it's important to start getting your ducks in the row early so that you can have a plan on when to go on the market and time it well. Because we're still seeing homes come on the market at way aggressive, overpriced numbers, and then they're having to reduce because the market isn't doing this anymore. It's kind of staying kind of flat right now. So with that, it's important to price correctly and, of course, market correctly because I'm seeing too many listings out there that are just marketed poorly right now, doing a real disservice to those sellers. And I feel bad for them because maybe if they had better coaching on what to do to get their house ready, or there are so many other factors that could go into that, it's just really important. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, now might be a great time to capitalize on the hot sellers market and capitalize on low interest rates, because with inventory coming up, you have more options to choose from as a buyer as well. And it's slightly less competitive than what we were experiencing this same time last year, which is great for buyers. Sellers are still getting pretty much what they're asking for. So if you need like to stay in the home after closing for a couple of weeks, or maybe you need some time to move out, things like that, that can still be negotiated into the contract. Of course, you just have to have an agent that knows how to do that. And if you're thinking about, selling right now, it's so important to work with somebody that understands the market and the ins and outs and how to navigate multiple offers, how to try to get multiple offers, give you the best chance for that. And so that's what we're here for. We're here to be a resource, education, and guide. Even if you have a real estate agent of your own that you're not already working with, we would love to be interviewed just to see if we might be a good fit for you. My number is 208-914-1095. So feel free to call or text. That is my personal number, so you can reach out at any time. And then my website, www.barksrealestate.com, all one word, has some great resources there. Talks a little bit about our process, kind of our success stories too, if you check out our testimonials, and as well as our numbers and what's going on there. So that's kind of a wrap on the market. Inventory looks like it's starting to slow down. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the coming weeks and how school is affecting that. And pending is staying super, super strong. So demand is staying super strong, and interest rates are still super, super low. So great time to be in the marketplace. All right, well, have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday.